Our next speaker is Mr. Chandra Dake, Executive Chairman and Group CEO of Dake Group. Speaking on today's topic will be converting desert land into arable land.
Here I'm going to share a story about our entity and why we made such a bold statement about converting desert sands into arable land. We are able to literally give the benefit of an arable land, arable country to a desert country by conserving the water. So we do that with two technologies. One is a breathable sand for farming, and then water source creation. So these are the two areas which we work on, and we create this arable land. Obviously, as you all understand, the main challenge in the desert is the water conservation, water availability for the plant roots. Compared to the other arable soils, desert soil has got a percolation, very high percolation. Only about 10 to 15% of the water compared to the other arable lands is available for the plant roots. That's why in order to farm in a desert country, we use quite a lot of water. That is the premise we have taken in order to work and provide the solutions. To our credit, we have done some extremely strenuous initiatives on the harsh deserts, like Umla Desert, which is recorded 57 degrees, highest temperature recorded. And there we were able to successfully grow rice as well as fish. So we were able to do both aqua and commercial crops. Likewise, we have a forest where the whole forest had 98% success rate with just 5 rains in the whole year. So that's the kind of water conservation we are talking about. And then, obviously we do in combination of creating a water source, because we can harvest the water, the limited rain, whatever we get in this region, we can harvest the water, create a water source closer to the these farms. And these water source, the beauty about it is our system can keep the water clean without using chemicals and electricity. So that changes the game of keeping the water clean and available for the farm. So I'm going to show you as well how it works, but that's the principle of how we are able to create an arable land in the desert. And then the performance of the crop is also great. This is one statistic. This statistics indicates the kernels are heavier, as well as the number of pods is also very high used within our using our breathable sand compared to the other mediums in the desert. And this is one-time application for the whole life of the farm. So you can harvest and replant, harvest and replant. So that is the cycle it is done. Without much ado, I'm going to show you how it works. The real product itself, I'm going to show you how it works. This is the breathable sand which I've spoken about. This sand is breathable. As much as it retains the water, it allows the air to circulate to give to the roots. It is applied as a 1 centimeter layer. As you can see, it can hold the water. It is applied as a 1 centimeter layer, and then the sand, the topsoil with the compost and everything is layered, and this is where is your planting zone. So literally you can harvest and replant again and again over here. And this sand, as I mentioned, this sand is a breathable sand. What is breathability? How does it make a difference? I'll tell you all about it. So this pot is made out of this breathable sand to demonstrate the breathable aspect of it. As you see, this looks like any other plastic pot. It is holding the water, but the main beauty and the magic is over here. As you can see, the air is able to flow freely in and out while water is retained inside the pot. This creates more dissolved oxygen in the water, and as the water is given, as much as the water is retained, it also keeps the water clean for a very long period. It makes fish and aqua animals to grow, as well as the roots can get more oxygen through this layer. And how does the air circulation make a difference? This zone, which is a breathable layer, it creates the air differential pressure for the air to circulate. Without any layer, the air is a one-way passage. There is no obstruction. Here, this layer creates a differential pressure, and because of that, the air circulates here. And as the air circulates, the roots get a better oxygen, and that's why you have a better growth of the plants, apart from just water retention. So this is not a hydrophobic sand. There will be a percolation of water, but the percolation of water is very, very slow. The main feature of this sand is a breathability. That's how the plants are growing. And then I have mentioned something about water harvesting closer to the farm where we are able to plant. So the water harvesting, this breathable sand is able to retain the water. And the other one which is able to harvest the water is what you can see over here. So as you see, we can build a harvesting surface. When it rains, all the water can be harvested cleanly, and this water is available for the plants. From the water tank closer to the farm area. This water, when it is harvested, these tiles, as you see, they can come in different shapes and sizes as well, and these are breathable as well. So it allows for the air to circulate. And in the water storage tank, all the water is harvested and it comes through to the honeycomb structure. In this structure, we can keep the water fresh for more than a decade, not just 1 week, 2 weeks, but we can keep the water fresh for more than a decade. So that's the main feature of ours. And combination of these two, we can actually grow plants in the desert, in a remote areas, by keeping the water clean and safe, as well as allowing less water to be consumed by the plants. So that is our story of how we convert a normal desert farm into an arable land and giving the same advantage of using very low water. In the desert, within this GCC region, we have done mango orchard, where we were able to water only once in a week in the winter time, and in the summer, which is peak summer. I think you all are aware of the peak summer, and these mango and lemon orchards require quite a lot of water. There we are watering in the summer also alternative day, and that is also very, very limited. So the minimum guaranteed saving is about 80% water saving through using this technology, both the water as well as your fertilizers and your other inputs which you will be using. Plant care, if an organization or a farmer has got a method, they can still follow the same cycles of how do they take care of the plants. All of those are still the same. So we create a natural environment, and the beauty about it is this breathable sand contains no chemicals. It contains zero organic impurities, and it is conducive for organic farming. The produce which is produced in this farm can be certified organic because it contains zero impurities and it is clean. So that's how we are able to convert into arable land and grow. And we believe that we can contribute immensely to the food security in this region. And we are actively promoting. Obviously, we welcome any questions and also partnerships in this.
Thank you very much for that presentation. Very unique style in one of the many events that I have done virtually. Do you have any of these products other than GCC? I mean, UAE right now? Are they being available in other countries?
They're not available, but obviously we can ship it from UAE.
And this is just one of the products you have, or do you have any more other products which you?
Breathable sand can also be used in the urban gardens, as well as home pots. It can also be used in a normal home pots as a 1 centimeter at the bottom of the pot, and you are watering. You can go on a holiday for 10 days as well. The plant won't suffer. Typically, that is one of the problem as well. So apart from these breathable sand, we do have oil industry products and others. The main feature of this is selective permeability. Anything to do with the selective permeability, we have quite a lot of other industry products for casting industry, oil industry, and a couple of other industries. We have 670 patents, and most of them are industrialized. And this is, our Spawn City initiative, There are quite a lot of examples. Your harvesting, water harvesting you have seen. This is used on a large scale as well to build the whole city's infrastructure using this water management, smart water management, to create a different kind of a roads. We can create a different kind of roads which have got a functionality of holding, handling the water and creating a new water source. So that one we use, I mean, we create a sponge city so that it can harvest all the water, create a new water source to a region, and then that can be done. So Beijing Olympic Stadium is one of our classic and longest running example of ours. There, the water, the cleanliness of the water we spoke about, that without the use of chemicals, without the use of electricity pumps, we can keep the water fresh. Beijing Olympic Stadium is a classic example. 12 years down the line, the water is clean. And these performance of these tiles didn't degrade less than 10%. So the degradation is less than 10%. It has handled the snow, it has handled the heat, both. It doesn't, I mean, even 100 degrees temperature is quite okay for these. And also the snow is also okay for this. So these are the two primary things which we contribute towards food security and water security.